Hey everybody! This is the first video in our body systems topic. So obviously that's the big focus for this term. And a good place to start is to think about, okay, what actually are systems? Well, systems are everywhere. They're all around us. Of course, they make up our bodies, but they also make up lots of things in the world around us. So cities are really good examples of a system because they've got the rail system working together, they've got the roads, they've got electricity and gas and sewerage all working together to make the city run. So really, a system is just all the parts or a whole lot of small parts working together. Things working together for a common goal, you could say. So they're working together to try and make one thing happen. And things like businesses are systems as well. So here's a whole lot of workers at Woolworths. They're all part of a system because they've all got a job to do and they're trying to make that business work as best as it can. So it's a system. And schools are also systems because you've got your staff, you've got the leadership, you've got students, and everyone's working together to try and reach their goal of learning at the school. So that's what a system is. Obviously, we're focusing on the body systems for this topic. And one of the most important body systems in our human body is called the circulatory system. So here's the circulatory system. It's made up of the heart and veins and arteries that pump blood through our body and it transports nutrients around. But what we're going to look at here is the fact that systems are made up of 4 different layers. And as scientists and doctors researched and investigated the human body, this is what they discovered. So it's the fact, like I said, that body systems are made of 4 layers. So 4 layers of different parts of the body all working together to help that system do its job. So the first layer at the start is just the system itself. So here's the circulatory system again. And then if you look at the different parts of a system, you find that it's made of different organs. So these are the objects that make up a system. So the second layer down, if we're zooming in, is an organ. And organs make up systems. Okay, and here's an example in the circulatory system. If we zoomed in, what we're looking at here obviously is the heart, which is one of the organs in the circulatory system. But then if you look at a heart, you can see it's made up of lots of different sections, and we call these different sections tissues. So you've got muscle tissue here, you've got some fatty tissue here, you've got connective tissue that makes up the veins and the arteries as well that holds it all together. So the next layer down in a system is called tissue. And obviously tissue makes up organs. Okay, like I said, this is some muscle tissue in our example here. But then if you zoom into muscle tissue, and at this stage you need a microscope to see these, now we finally get to the cells, which we've learned a whole lot about earlier in the year. So we already know that cells are the smallest unit or the smallest building block that makes up our bodies. And so if we're thinking about the 4 different layers, the cells make up the tissues. Okay, and so again in our example, Here is some muscle cells. Here are some muscle cells. All right. So that's what body systems are, and that's the 4 different layers of our body systems. Make sure you know each of these different levels and how they're organized together.